is Kirk with the BMW Motorrad Club of Northern Illinois. In this video I want to show you a really cool product. You know, there's not too many products out there that can actually help you become a better rider. You know, you can buy a new jacket, you can buy new gloves. You may feel like you're going to be a good rider, or you're going to, you know, you're the part, so you can take on the world. You know, you look like a Power Ranger or whatever, or maybe you look like a pirate. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This right here will help you become a better rider. Total Control, High Performance Street Riding Techniques, written by Lee Parks. This is the second edition. First edition looked a little bit different. I'll show that in just a moment. But this book is so well written. It helps you understand the fundamentals of what's going on when you're riding. This isn't a beginner's book. This is advanced stuff. This is not your Riding for Dummies book. This isn't your little manual that you get underneath your seat that tells you how to start the bike. This is how you become a better rider. You understand, you know, like whenever I'm working on stuff, part of the reason I like to work on stuff, wrenching, all that stuff, is so that I can understand what makes it work. I don't just appreciate the way it works. I can really appreciate it when I fully understand it. You guys out there that have been riding for a long time, you're gonna, if you read this book, you're gonna be like, yeah, there's some aha moments, and there's some areas in there like, oh yeah, that's happened to me. A lot of the stuff though really takes those little bullet points that you've got in your brain on steering and all this stuff, and it fills in those gaps. It really kind of fleshes it out, or if you take it in small bites, you take it in like a chapter at a time, or you study it and then you think about it, you kind of digest it overnight or whatever. That's kind of the way that I work. That's the way that I read. I don't like to just blow through the whole book in an afternoon, because it's too much. It's too much information. So, you know, it's not like a boring college course either. It's not like you're at some insurance seminar or some other thing where you're going to be zoned out or sleeping. This book, I haven't found it to have that sleeping gas either. So like a lot of times you open up a textbook and it goes psst, and it blows in your face, and you're like, no, this one's really good. Here's what the old copy looked like, and there is the URL right there. There we go. TotalControlTraining.net. From what, at the time that I'm making this video, there's still some of those first edition copies available for less money. I'm sure the information in there is just as shiny gold as this is. But from what I understand, the second edition, the reason he put out the second edition is he wanted to add some information and also update the diagrams and things like that in this book. And I'll go through just a little bit of this book, you know, and kind of show you some of the inside pages here. He's got sections on traction and a lot of different diagrams on how things are working. You know, here's this showing like different lean angles, different widths, how widths affect your lean angles, tire pressures, things like that. Why do people slide out? How you corner correctly, what steering is, and why steering works. It's got different things on fear. This is a really good chapter. I can relate to this. I mean, all of us have fear. You know, that whole thing back in the early 2000s of no fear. We all know that's bull crap. Everybody's got fear. And we definitely have some of those fear moments when we're on a motorcycle. But you learn, this helps you deal with it. It helps you, it gives you something to think about on those long rides. And, you know, the more you think about something, the better you are. You're going to start understanding more. We go shifting, braking, body positioning, low speed turns, two-up riding, suspension setup, really, and how to tune your own chassis on there, you know, get the right spring settings. I know I would love to be able to, on my LT, I would love to be able to really set that thing up. I made a massive improvement when I changed out those suspension springs from those garbage OEM springs to the Hyper Pro springs. night and day difference. I can't even believe how much different it made. But is it perfect? I doubt it. I mean, what's the chances of that? About none. What would it be like? What would it ride like if it was set up for my weight, or for me, you know, somewhere right in between myself or when I ride two up on there? I think it would be a whole different animal. Anyway, this book will help me find out. Guys, trust me. Get yourself a copy of this book. Call them up. Go online, whatever, order a copy. And you know what? If you do call them up and you order a copy up, tell them you saw this video. You know, I didn't tell Lee I was going to be making any kind of a video or anything. But let them know, hey, you know what? I saw your video over there, Illinois BMW Riders. Made a little review on it. Love it. Lee, if you're watching this, man, you did a great job and a great service to all of us riders out here. Our chances of survival go way up the more we know. Obviously, we can't, you know, stop everything from happening, but this is a great way to do it, to start out. There it is, total control. Right on, guys.